What up, it's Mr. Downtown Ray Melo. You're listening to the Entertainment Report on iHeartRadio, live from Orlando for Friday, May 10th, 2024, delivering some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram, facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo, that's RAYMELO, on Twitter at The Enter Report, or on Instagram at The Entertainment Report. You can listen to the show anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app, search for the Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Paramount Pictures is teasing the new film A Quiet Place Day One. The studio shared a trailer for the post-apocalyptic thriller Thursday, featuring Lupita Nyong'o and Joseph Quinn. A Quiet Place Day One is a prequel to the Quiet Place movies, directed by John Krasinski and starring Krasinski and Emily Blunt. The new film takes place in New York prior to the events of A Quiet Place from 2018, on day one of the alien invasion by sightless monsters that hunt by sound. The trailer shows Nyong'o's character flee with her cat, along with a character played by Quinn, as aliens rain down from the sky and terrorize humans in the streets of New York City. The pair later meet a man who calls the disaster the end of days. Jimon Hounsou reprises his role from A Quiet Place Part 2 from 2020. Paramount shared a first trailer for the film in February. A Quiet Place Day One is written and directed by Michael Zornansky, with Krasinski, Michael Bay, and Andrew Form and Brad Fuller as producers. Warner Brothers will release the first of its new Lord of the Rings films, Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum, in 2026. Warner Brothers Discovery CEO David Zaslav announced the release date in an earnings call Thursday, with Warner Brothers later sharing the film's work title and other details in the press release. Lord of the Rings: The Hunt for Gollum will be directed by and starring Andy Serkis, who portrayed Gollum via motion capture technology in the original Lord of the Rings trilogy. The new film is in the early stages of script development, with Fran Walsh and Philippe Boyens to write the screenplay, along with Phoebe Gittins and Artie Papagayo. Peter Jackson, who directed the original Lord of the Rings trilogy and the Hobbit movies, will produce the film, with Walsh and Boyens, with Serkis, Ken Cummins, and Jonathan Cavendish to serve as executive producers. Jackson, Walsh, and Boyens said in a joint statement, "It is an honor and a privilege to travel back to Middle-earth with our good friend and collaborator, Andy Serkis, who has unfinished business with that stinker Gollum. As lifelong fans of Professor Tolkien's vast mythology, we are proud to be working with Mike DeLuca, Pam Abdi, and the entire team at Warner Brothers on another epic adventure." Serkis says, "Yes, precious. The time has come once more to venture into the unknown with my dear friends, the extraordinary and incomparable guardians of Middle-earth, Peter, Fran, and Philippa. With Mike and Pam and the Warner Brothers team on the quest as well, along with Weta and our fans-making family in New Zealand, is just all too delicious." Warner Brothers confirmed in February 2023 that it is developing multiple films based on the Lord of the Rings fantasy book series by J.R.R. Tolkien. Writer-producer Brian Fuller has exited as the showrunner on Crystal Lake, a planned Friday the 13th horror prequel series for Peacock. Fuller wrote on Instagram Wednesday, "Adapting classic horror is something I have some experience with. These shows require a vision that elevates and transforms, as well as deliver what audiences have come to expect, which is ambitious and risky endeavor. It requires people to take the leap with me. When it works, as with Hannibal, the results can be powerful for the storyteller and the audience. I couldn't be more proud of the work my co-showrunner Jim Danger Gray and I were able to accomplish with our brilliant writing staff despite the challenges we face. For some reasons beyond our control, A24 has elected to go a different way with the material. We hope the final product will be something Friday the 13th fans all over the world will enjoy." Peacock has released no plot details about the show. However, Fuller said when the project was announced in 2022 that he would be exploring the campgrounds of Crystal Lake, where camper Jason Voorhees would eventually drown because counselors were partying instead of watching him. Fuller said in a statement at the time, I discovered Friday the 13th in the pages of famous monsters magazines when I was 10 years old. I have been thinking about this story ever since. The first film in the franchise was released in 1980 and was followed by 7 sequels and a 2009 reboot. Black Bear announced the beginning of production for the action movie Afterburn Friday. Dave Bautista, Samuel L. Jackson, Olga Kurylenko, and Krzysztof Hiju star. Bautista plays a treasure hunter looking for the Mona Lisa in a post-apocalyptic world. Afterburn is based on a Red 5 comic book adapted by Matthew Johnson and Nimrod Antel. J.J. Perry directs Afterburn. Perry is a stuntman and stunt coordinator who also directed the Netflix action film Day Shift. Original Films produces with Neil H. Moritz and Toby Jaffe as producers. Steve Richards produces Endurance Media, and Bautista produces with Dogbone Entertainment. Jonathan Meisner and Chris Milburn are also producers. Disney announced Zombies 4: Dawn of the Vampires on the Disney Zombies YouTube channel in April. Chandler Kinley, who plays the werewolf Willa in the franchise, spoke to UPI from the set in New Zealand with 1 week left in production. In a Zoom interview for her Max series Pretty Little Liars Summer School, Kinney said, we are bringing 5 new amazing cast members into our family. I just can't wait for people to meet them. 2018's Disney Channel movie Zombies was a romantic musical about the love story between Zombie Zed, played by Melo Mayhem, and Human Addison, played by Meg Donnelly. 2020 Zombie 2 introduced werewolves, which was where Kinney joined the cast. 2022 Zombie 3 introduced aliens. Kinney said vampires still make an impression despite all the supernatural beings the characters have met. Kinney says they're somehow always surprised when they come across a new species. They never really had the opportunity to venture far outside of Seabrook. This movie, they get to. Kinney says Zombie 4 picks up at the end of the freshman year in college. The gang is about to enjoy summer vacation when the news story kicks off. Kinney says they're going off to camp and get a little sidetracked. They end up meeting some new friends along the way. Zombie 4: Dawn of the Vampires due on Disney Plus next year. UPI will present Kinney's Pretty Little Liars interview later this month. NBC announced its fall schedule on Friday. 3 new series and multiple specials join the returning shows. The new series includes Reba McEntire's return to sitcom and Happy's Place, co-starring Melissa Peterman from McEntire's 2001 sitcom Reba. Zachary Quinto stars in the new medical drama Brilliant Minds, based on real-life neurologist Oliver Wolf, formerly titled Dr. Wolf. St. Dennis Medical is a medical comedy starring Wendy McLennan Covey in her first show after the Goldbergs. Allison Tomlin and David Alliger also star. The special Death-Defying Gravity, The Curtain Rise on Wicked, airs November 26, previewing the Universal Pictures adaptation of the stage show, starring Cynthia Evero and Ariana Grande. The 10-part docuseries The Americas, narrated by Tom Hanks, premieres February 23rd. The People's Choice Awards airs September 26th. Holiday specials include Little Big Town's Christmas at the Opry, Christmas in Rockefeller Center, the National Dog Show, and Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. Spinoff Suits LA is still pending as its pilot, Grosse Pointe Garden Society. CBS released photos and a clip from Sunday's episode of Tracker. The episode features guest star Jensen Ackles. Ackles will play Russell, the estranged brother of series lead Coulter Shaw, played by Justin Hartley. The duo explores special force missions and off-the-book programs to find a missing Army friend. The clip shows Russell trying to charm a medical examiner into letting them examine a dead body. It does not work, and Coulter mocks Russell for it. Photos shows the duo examining the body, so they do get in somehow. Other photos shows Ackles and Hartley brandishing guns and hanging out behind the scenes. Tracker premieres February 11th and airs 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time Sundays and stream on Paramount Plus with Showtime. The show is based on Jeffrey Deaver's book, The Never Game. Sophie Turner has been attached to star in the new Amazon series Haven. Prime Video announced in the press release Friday that Turner will star with Jacob Fortune Lloyd and Archie Medhue in the upcoming heist thriller. Haven is written by crime novelist S.A. Nicholas in his series writing debut with Sam Miller to direct the first 3 episodes and serve as an executive producer. The show revolves around the heist of the century and the ordinary officer worker Zara, played by Turner, who finds herself at the heart of it. The official synopsis reads, a typical workday at the pension fund investment company, Lockmill Company, or Capital, is upended when a gang of violent thieves burst in and force Zara and her best mate Luke, played by Madeki, to execute their demands. But who would steal billions of pounds of ordinary people's pensions, and why? DCI Reyes, played by Fortune Lloyd, is determined to find out, but as a recent relapsed gambling addict, Reyes must keep his own money problems at bay while dealing with the secret agendas and competing interests at the center of these far-reaching crimes. Haven is produced by Drama Republic and Amazon MGM Studios. Turner is best known for playing Sansa Stark on the HBO series Game of Thrones. She will also star in the upcoming ITVX crime drama Joan. Such Brave Girls returns for a second season on BBC Three and Hulu. BBC announced in a press release Friday that it renewed the series for season 2 along with Mazwan Rizwan's comedy Juice. Such Brave Girls hails from Various Artists Limited and A24 and is created, written by, and starred Kate Sadler. The show follows a dysfunctional family, Josie, played by Sadler, her sister Billy, played by Lizzie Davidson, and their mom, Deb, played by Louise Bradley, as they navigate life and love in all its ugly chaos. The official description reads, armed only with the ability to see the line and bodily step over it, these very brave girls finally have a chance to explore themselves. Such Brave Girls premiered in November of 2023. BBC head of comedy Joan Patry says Mirwan and Kat are 2 of the funniest new voices in British comedy. In Juice and Such Brave Girls, they created completely unique shows that make a real impact and were much loved by audiences. It's no brainer to have them back for a second time. Sadler added, it is a sick pleasure that these horrible characters get to live another day, and I'm now contractually obligated to put them through hell again. The BBC are masochists, and I'm very grateful. Police were called to the Toronto rapper Drake's mansion Thursday to respond to a person trying to gain access to the property. Toronto police said an altercation occurred Thursday afternoon between the trespasser and security guards before officers arrived. The person then was taken to the hospital. This was the 3rd police-involved incident at Drake's home this week. Officers on Wednesday responded to another trespassing incident, which was not being handled as a criminal matter due to the person's mental health. The unnamed person was apprehended under the Ontario Mental Health Act, which allows police to turn over a suspect to a physician for examination if the person is apparently suffering from a mental disorder. Unidentified suspects on Tuesday shot Drake's 48-year-old security guard outside of his mansion. The guard was taken to the hospital with serious but not life-threatening injuries. The string of events comes amid of his highly publicized feud with Compton, California rapper Kendrick Lamar, in which the two have hurled assault and sexual abuse accusations at one another. Lamar's latest diss track, titled Not Like Us, features a picture of Drake's mansion, and the name of the street is on. Lamar, in one of his songs, suggests sex offenders live in Drake's home. Ice Spice is back with new music. The 24-year-old singer and rapper released the single and music video for the song Give Me a Light on Friday. Give Me a Light samples the 2001 single Give Me the Light by Jamaican recording artist Sean Paul. The music video shows Ice Spice smoke and dance on her way to the club. Give Me a Light is the first official single to debut from Ice Spice's forthcoming debut album Y2K. The album is slated for release in November. The rapper said in an interview with Today in February that Y2K is definitely an album in the drill music genre. She says it's definitely going to be a drill album, but I have a lot of different sounding beats that I haven't really been heard on much. So I'm excited for these more than anything. More than anything, I really want to know what my fans think about these new sounding sounds. Ice Spice released her debut EP, Like, with the question mark, in January 2023. It says released Barbie World with Nicki Minaj and Aqua for the Barbie movie and other songs. And here are the top 10 songs on the Billboard Hot 100 single charts for the week of May 11th. Number 10, Taylor Swift with Down Bad. Number 9, Taylor Swift with I Can Do It With a Broken Heart. Number 8, Future Metro Boomin and Kendrick Lamar with Like That. Number 7, Hozier with Too Sweet. Number 6, Teddy Sims with Lost Control. Number 5, Benson Boone with Beautiful Things. Number 4, Sabrina Carpenter with Espresso. Number 3, Shabuzi with the bar song Tipsy. Number 2, Tommy Richmond with $1 Million Baby. And the number 1 song on the Billboard Hot 100 show charts for the week of May 11th is Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone with Fortnite. And that was your entertainment report for Friday, May 10th, 2024. I'm your host, Downtown Ray Melo. I'll be back tomorrow to deliver some major stories and trends going on in the world of entertainment and beyond. You can follow the show on Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Facebook.com/The Entertainment Report with Ray Melo. That's RAYMELO. You can follow the show on all social media platforms, Facebook.com, Instagram, and Twitter. You can listen to this episode or any previous episodes of The Entertainment Report anytime you want on iHeartRadio. Just go to iHeart.com or your iHeart phone app. Search for The Entertainment Report, and it'll take you to the page. Everyone have a great weekend. Good night, and God bless you all.